Interested in studying abroad as part of your education at UW-Stout, but unsure of how you'd pay for it? We get that. We know that cost is one of the biggest factors in a student's decision to study abroad. Luckily, financial options are constantly growing, so most students today are not paying the full cost out of pocket, but rather are getting funds from a number of different sources. We're going to go over your options today. First, go to our homepage, UW-Stout.studioabroad.com. If you hover over Start Here, you'll see the Finances section. Simply click it. First, take a minute to read our tips at the top of the page. The next section covers loans and grants. We recently conducted a survey of students who previously studied abroad, and the majority relied on federal loans. In fact, you can apply most financial aid that you receive to studying abroad. So this section walks you through what you should do to explore this option. Then there's a brief section for those students who qualify to use the GI Bill to study abroad. Simply click on this link for instructions. The next section, and the longest section, is dedicated to scholarships. It may seem a little bit overwhelming since it is quite long, but the good news is that there are so many options out there. We've organized this section on scholarships into different categories to make it easier for you to find which ones apply to you and your program. First, there are UW-Stout scholarships that you can apply for through the Stout Foundation. Please note that the foundation has one application cycle each year that runs from October until February. Next, there are scholarships for short-term programs and long-term programs. There are also sections for scholarships based on region and country. Some of the scholarships are also specific to a study abroad provider, such as API, CIEE, ISEP, and USAC. So keep an eye out for those too, if you are participating through one of those programs. Here are some examples. We urge students to apply for as many scholarships as they can. You never know what you'll get, and the worst that they'll say is no. We also encourage students to get creative with their funding strategies. So we've listed a selection of crowdfunding sites that students are increasingly using to raise funds through their friends, family members, and others. It's a great option to consider, but it's important to note that there are different fees involved with using them. Finally, at the bottom, there are a number of very helpful tools from peer universities and professional organizations so that you can get even more ideas. Hopefully, seeing all your options inspires you to find ways to finance your study abroad experience. Multiple studies show that students who study abroad earn more than those who don't, on average $6,000 to $7,000 more per year. So it is an investment, but a very good one. If you have any additional questions, please email us at studyabroad@uwstout.edu or contact the Financial Aid Office by emailing finaid1@uwstout.edu.